Hello, Sula here from MistyHilltops.com. Thanks for stopping by. In this video, I'm working on a 4x6 traveler's notebook layout that I titled Lovely Day, and I'm using the digital version of the collection My Valentine from Carta Bella. With this one, I have two large background patterned papers that will cover the entire page. For once, I just like to change things up a bit, and a lot of common traveler's notebook and mini albums and such pages will use an entirely covered page background. I usually like to scrap with white space, but for this one I am going with an all patterned background, and I am mixing two different kinds of patterns, so one page gets one pattern and the other page gets a different pattern. And I try for both patterns, the intention is that the patterns are somewhat contrasting and not of equal weight, in the sense that they're very strong or heavy on both sides. So one is more like a plaid, kind of a softer pattern, and the other one is the more busy pattern with that floral pattern. So then I have these strips of I printed everything, and so these strips are just because I didn't have cardstock of that color, so I just printed a strip of paper with where I just picked the color from the colored the pattern paper. I picked the color and just printed a strip of paper that way, and then I did the same thing, basically kind of mirroring at the bottom there, just with a different color, but the idea is basically the same. And this is where two sets of pages are separated, so because they will go into a traveler's notebook type album, and so there will be elastics that will hold the left part and then the right part together. So here I'm now ready to, I have cut them apart, these two papers, and glued them on, and then now I can add the photos that will go. The photos have a different format. One is square, one is one is a rectangle. I think the square would be probably something like 2 by 2 inches in size, and the square and the rectangle would be a 1.5 by 2 inches, if I'm correct. Then I have this bunting, and I just fussy cut that. I printed it out, fussy cut it, and then again, I'm cutting it apart where I know already I don't have to start gluing it down. I can already figure out, because I didn't want to cut right through the middle of one of those flags. So I just cut it in between two of those flags, and then I can just glue them onto the page the way so that it is continuous. Then I have this title piece, and this is from a die cut set, and I just die cut the top part and the background part, and then watercolored with, because I happen to have a very similar watercolor for the top part of the word lovely there, and just making sure that it matches the colors of this layout. And then the word day I just stamped and fussy cut with a simple stamp that I have. Then I have these two flowers. They go, and most of the embellishments from this page, they just came with this collection. I didn't really have to create a lot with this, so I just cut some of the embellishments that came with the collection. And then here I have my word strips. These word strips are available as freebie on my blog. I just print them on heavy cardstock, trim them apart, and then I can use them on my pages. These are spring themed. I have a whole lot of differently themed word strips, so if you're interested in freebies, you can check out MistyHilltops.com. And then so here I'm basically, it's not really a triangle that I have been creating. It's more almost like just a line down the page, but sometimes it's also good to mix things up a little bit. But I decided not to use the the third set of word strips, just using 2 sets there. So this is the page done. I'm going to leave you with some more close-ups. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Consider subscribing, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.